welcome to Vlogmas, Retired in Spain, day 20. Well, a bit grim. It's only 10 degrees outside. It's all grey over the mountains, and we're heading into Antequera today. Interesting fact about Antequera is that each autonomous region in Spain, as I've said before, has its own capital and its own sort of governing body. And in Andalucía, at one point, Antequera was going to be the capital, but then it was pipped to the post by Seville, so it hasn't got that title. But just as well, really, because it's a lovely old city, a really old city with lots of history, going back as far as the Romans as well. There's lots of Roman ruins here, but one thing there isn't is tourists. So if you enjoy this video, don't share it, don't make it popular, because we want to keep it that way, okay? So I'll show you a few bits of Antequera, but it's lovely that we don't get any tourists here. It's all Spanish, nothing is geared up for tourists. And very occasionally you get a TUI bus arrive, maybe from a cruise into Malaga or something, and they all hop off, walk around in a big group following a man with a stick. And then within a couple of hours they're gone again, which is nice. So yeah, it's one of those places steeped in history. It's also well known for olive oil. It's known for molletes, which is a kind of roll. It's like a flatbread roll. It comes in all different shapes and sizes. There's small ones, big ones, white ones, integral ones, you know, like a brown bread type thing, and that's very popular in this region. If you go elsewhere in Spain and ask for one, they go no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, the mollete is popular, and in fact I'm just going to go past a mollete factory on my left, and I'm going past an olive oil factory on my right. So when we get into town, I'll show you a few things, and we can catch up then. See you in a minute. This is steeper than you think. Yeah, and then we get to the top, more zebra crossings, but luckily that guy's not coming, and I'm just going to head down here to park. This on my right is the bus station. Now this car park is also used for a market, and all the markings that are on the ground are not only for the car park, but they're also for the market. So it doesn't take much for people to get confused as to what's the parking bay and what's the stall bay. But anyway, there we go. So we're all parked up, and we're now going to head into Antequera Centre. What you're seeing now is the back of the bull ring. Yep, it's a bull ring. We're in Andalucía, and bullfighting is still permitted in certain parts here, and they do have regular bullfights in this bull ring in Antequera. So here's one of the entrances to the bull ring, and what is really odd, excuse me, you'll see, it's a restaurant as well. So you've got all these tables down there in the bull ring, and obviously when they have a fight here, a bullfight, this is obviously all cleared away. But the worst thing is you come in for a cup of tea or something, and if it's almost immediately after they've had a bullfight, you end up with blood still on the sand, etc. Yeah, they don't have them every week, but it is a fairly regular thing. lots of people rock up, but the tickets aren't cheap, not cheap at all. I was watching a programme, put on it, about bullfighting, when they were speaking to the matadors, etc. And they were saying, you know, that they appreciate it's becoming unpopular, but as long as people keep paying to go, they'll keep doing it, because it is a commercial enterprise, and once the revenue is not worth the input, then they'll stop. So it really is up to the people. If they want to stop it, they just stop going. But until they do that, it continues, and is still enjoyed by many. On the roundabout, you'll see is this little train thing, which we refer to as the Wally trolley, and people hop on and it goes around ringing its bell. That's over there, and the roundabout has the entrance, or the gates if you like, to Antequera city, and opposite which is the Paseo, which at this moment in time has got like a children's fair in it, obviously for Christmas, and that's known in the town as the Paseo Real. So my breakfast has arrived, and this is a mollete. If you could see, if it was all put together, it's a kind of an oval shape. This is white bread, and this is a mollete Catalan. So it actually, it's toasted. It has ham and tomato and olive oil in it, and obviously accompanied by a black coffee. So that's breakfast for me. I'm going to just do my hands now with gel, because there's a lot of lots of colds going about, so I need to play safe. Sorry, we're here in the day, so you can't see it lit up, but there we go, Antequera. You have to be really careful, because a lot of the pavements are made out of these tiles, and then when it's been raining, it puddles and they become very, very slippery. So at this time of year, the fracture clinics are busy, and you see lots of people in plaster. So when I'm walking on these, take it very, very steady. You know, I was telling you about the manticardos and the pop-up shops. Well, this is one of them in Antequera. There's a huge selection of different types of manticardos here. Selection bags, trays, baskets, everything. And every year this shop kind of pops up here. I don't know what they do if somebody else wanted to rent it, but this is all they ever do, is these manticardos, and it is only ever open at Christmas. This is a typical Spanish layout for a little group that's coming. Always the long table, never a square one, never a round one, always a long one. Lots of people hang these nativity flags off their balconies. Some of them Jesus, some of them a baby Jesus, some of them Mary. Very popular, very popular. There's another one of the pop-up shops. They just put the orange things over the name of the shop as it was, and it's now a pop-up shop for manticardos. This is one of those lottery booths. It's the Onse lottery, not like the National Lottery, this is a different one. But again, lotteries everywhere. There's another Manticados pop-up shop, heavily loaded. So here's another view of the bull ring. Very splendid. They have them in most large towns and cities. Some of them are still being used, some of them are redundant now and are used as exhibition spaces. But as I say, this one in Antequera is still used, but when it's not being used, the restaurant people put their tables out in the bull ring.